How y'all doing? It is Wednesday, baby. It is hump day, and it is 13 minutes after 6 in the evening here, Central Standard Time. I am late. I am sorry, so I apologize everywhere. This is going to go up. It's coming up late, baby. It's been a long day and interesting day, to say the least. I had a lot to do. I went into town and anyway, picked up some mail. I got a package, baby. I got a package from Esther Ramirez in Richmond, Virginia, and she sent me a beautiful card. And it says the difference between impossible is in a man's determination. Well, baby, we're determined to get this asshole out of our house. So, yeah, we're all pretty determined to get that done. And she sent a beautiful card. And that's Darlin, her yellow-naped Amazon parrot, just like my Fred. And I think this is Jeremy here. And they're a cute little puppy dog. And let me see if I can get that in there. Oh, Lordy, don't move the shoulder that way. And she also sent me some cookies. I got cookies, baby. And who don't need cookies? But anyway, I went into town, had to make several stops today all over the place. The last stop was to get some hay for Jenny. And I pulled in, and there was an old boy walking out there on the highway. So I had to kind of wait for him to get out of the driveway. Went on in there, picked up my hay, came back out, headed back out in town. Well, the old boy was out there, had his thumb out there. Older Hispanic guy. I stopped to give him a ride. I gave him a ride all the way out here. He said he was on his way to Mathis, so I gave him a ride all the way almost to Mathis and dropped him off out here near the river and told him to have a good day and hope his life got better. Well, I got in the house, and next thing you know, my phone goes off with one of those little alert things. And so I go to look, and it's a picture of the guy I just dropped off. His family was searching for him. He has some problems and no criminal activity. They were just concerned about him. So I had to call the police and let them know. And y'all know how that stuff goes when you get involved. Well, there you go. You're into it. So we had to take care of that. But I don't know if they found the old boy yet, but I hope they do. And I was glad to lend a hand and help him to locate his ass. So I hope he gets the help he needs and he gets home. Anyway, boy, howdy, what a day. What a freaking day. Yeah, what a freaking day. Well, out of all that running around, I listened to the news all day as much as I could on the truck radio. By the time I got home, Donnie the dictator was fixing to make a speech up there, going to have a press conference up there. Got Steve Mnuchin up there with him, got Pompeo up there, the Secretary of State, and they're standing up there propping his ass up. Well, my first observation about Donnie's little trip in front of the press today is, oh, Lordy, he is doped up. And you bet your ass he was slurring his words when he came to say the word military. He's military. Are you shitting me? You're going to bring him out all doped up to stand up there and rattle on for 40 minutes? Over 40 minutes. That man is up there rambling about all sorts of shit. Names a whole list of cotton-picking countries. Oh, he just worked so hard to go meet, and he named them all off, every one of them, and Ukraine, and he did all that dog and pony show, and just so he could show you that Ukraine was just one of the many countries he met with. Poor asshole. We feel sorry for every one of them that had to meet with your lying ass. But yeah, he got to meet with the president of the Ukraine. Kind of an uncomfortable position for him. But anyway, I took a lot of notes, but then I got a phone call, had to go back into town. But it was 43 minutes of rambling on. It was sad. It was just pitiful. I was ashamed for my country again. I stress again, because how many times do we have to be embarrassed of a moron standing on a stage babbling words out? Oh, he went on, it's a great hoax. It's a hoax. It's the Ukrainian hoax. It's a witch hunt. Just like the last one, it's all a hoax. I'm waiting on my new shirt. Donnie and Zelensky, whatever that guy's name over in Ukraine, they're going to run for president. It's the same scenario all over again, except this time he's got it just right out there in plain view for everybody to see. Now he's out there peddling shit about, oh, it's the Democrat, it's the evil Democrats, it's Hillary Clinton, it's Joe Biden, it's his son Biden, it's everybody, it's sad. At the end of it, I've seen a young Venezuelan reporter stand up and ask him about Russia's involvement in Venezuela. He tells her, you just put that in the back of your head. Don't worry about it no more. We're going to take care of everything down there. Does that sound like presidential shit to you? Sounds like a drug addict all messed up. Don't worry about it, baby. We're going to take care of it. No, we all know everything. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for that man to show his face to represent my country. Oh, he declares he's going to have whole transparency, all transparent. And then did y'all hear the... Jesus, it just pisses y'all. The memo, the transaction, the transcribed note, the call, the transcription of the call was yesterday. We're going to release it. You're going to hear the whole transcript. And we get it this morning. And what does it say down there at the bottom? It's got a disclaimer on it. It's got a disclaimer on it from the report that Barr, here we go again with Barr, the disgusting traitor to our country that floats around with this asshole. Nothing to see here. That Barr. They put out a notice, baby. This is not verbatim. This is put together from recollection of who is... Yeah. A month. The White House has kept this away. That in itself is obstruction of justice again. So what have we got, 10? And now we're up to 11? And it's going to be a whole lot more after this shit? I was listening to Congressman Swalwell when he came out after viewing the actual whistleblower's complaint. Went into a secret room there and they all get to... What does he come out? He comes out and tells you right off the bat, it's urgent and credible. Urgent and credible. He said it was urgent and credible a month ago, and it is urgent and credible today. And he also pointed out a little fact that there are others that were witness to this crime, and they haven't come forward. They're not saying anything. Who do you guess that was? Who was in the room with Donnie when he made that call? Huh? Pompeo? Got a little Mnuchin going on in there too? Evidently, maybe Rudy Giuliani, because you know Rudy Giuliani now works for the State Department. Because that's what Rudy says. Rudy says, well, I was asked by the State Department to do this. You lying little dog. Either that or our State Department is now working with a crooked lawyer to work up some crooked shit to try to get Ukraine to help get Donnie elected. Because the only way that man can get elected, honestly, the only way he can do it is if he has somebody helping him. Last time it was the Russians, and you bet your ass they're in this game again. They're in this game again, and evidently maybe the Ukrainians. We already know Kim Jong-un over there, they want a little piece of his ass. They all want a piece of his ass because he sells his ass to him. That's what he does. He's a whore. Our president is a whore, and he screws for money, baby. He's screwing us for money. He went on up there about talking about how he's the greatest president in history. All the numbers, the economy. I'm the greatest. I am the only one that can do this. I'm saving this against the evil, evil Democrat, socialist, bloodthirsty assholes. Bragged about his wall. We're getting lots of wall built in Texas. We're doing it in Arizona. We're getting some in California. California begged me for the wall. They begged me for the wall, and I built it, and they don't. I ought to take it away from California. That's what he said in his drug-induced little babbling shit out there. Said he's ought to take the wall away from California. Boy, he's got a hard-on for California. He don't like y'all very much, baby. It's going to sue y'all for your air standards, anything else. Now he's going to take your wall away. Sound like a president that we need to trust with the national security of our country? Because he's willing to sell it, baby. Make a deal. What did Adam Schiff say? It reads like a classic mob shakedown. That's what Adam Schiff, after he read the highly sensitive whistleblower complaint, reads like a classic mob shakedown. And we've heard that language. Oh, well, Donnie talks like a mobster. He talks in gangster speak. You know, it'd be a shame, maybe somebody ought to do something about that over there, Well, that's what he was doing to Ukraine. Yeah, terrible there. You got Russia right there. Now, Putin want to come take your country there. And, oh, gee whiz, that would be real terrible if we didn't get the weapons and help you needed, to help you keep that away. And while I got you on the line, people been saying, he's a disgusting traitor to the Constitution, to the oath of office he took to this country. We're being tested, baby. Just how far are we willing to let our country be hijacked by criminals, which has a whole damn Trump administration? Every one of them. They're all lackeys for him. There's not a single one of them that are going to stand up. This is a test for the Republican Party. Just how much are you gonna sink? How much are you gonna lower yourself to support an obvious traitor, a man that uses the office of president any way he sees fit? He's a dictator, baby. He's a wannabe king. He's a wannabe crown prince, glorious leader, president for life. That's what we're dealing with, baby. And we're dealing with a Republican Party that is complicit in this, that is allowing this, that don't have the courage to stand up against this. They have lost all patriotism they ever had, baby. There is none left in the Republican Party after this. I see Mitt Romney again up there again, mealy-mouthing. Well, this is dangerous stuff here. Yeah, it is dangerous. So stand up and do something. Tell your Republican senators, baby. Get out there on the floor of the Senate and say it. He's a traitor. He's a gangster. He's a two-bit whore. That's what he is, baby. Ain't none of us need to mince word with what we got. He's the most disgusting of the low. But he is the first president in history to hold a religious freedom event at the United Nations. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. Pioneering Donnie there, trying to suck up to the only people that can reelect his ass, that hang on to him. Evangelical Christians that have thrown their faith in the ditch. And morons from the Klan, from the white nationalists, from the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazi Party. That's who they are. That's who they allowed in. That's who they are becoming. So a liar is nothing. A cheat is nothing. Hey, it's all within the game here, baby. But we're going to watch. We're going to watch him sink in and into the gutter and start talking about, oh, it's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. It's the evil media. It's the evil Democrats. I'm being picked on presidential harassment. Y'all need to pump him more drugs, baby. Because he's still making an ass out of himself. What do you got there? Some little Adderall going on there? Maybe a little Xanax mixed in with it? We're being tested, baby. Our nation is being tested. Remember what Benjamin Franklin said, baby. When asked, do we have a monarchy or a republic? And he answered, a republic, if you can keep it. Well, now we're being tested, baby. We've been tested before. Abraham Lincoln brought us through that. And here we are again, baby. A constitutional crisis against this country. A group of traitors assisted by a political party that has lost all respect for themselves. They're more interested in the greed, the power that they can maintain under this excuse for a human being. I don't even credit for that. It's difficult too. He's disgusting, embarrassing. We're building an unclimbable wall. Are you shitting me? Have you seen the YouTube video? 12 point something seconds in the ladies division to climb your stupid wall. Oh, it can't be. We had mountain climbers out here and they couldn't do it. Really? What they were doing? Wearing spikes on their feet? Don't think very many climbers coming from Mexico over there is going to be wearing spikes, asshole. 12 seconds. I got video of it on YouTube. Racing up the wall there, baby. Well, the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence, is going to be in the House tomorrow. And he's going to explain to how it is that Donnie and his administration managed to block this report from coming to Congress where it should have gone by law for over a month. For a month, baby. Obstruction of justice. That's just minor shit though, baby. That's just minor stuff. Collusion? Oh yeah, baby, that's collusion. That's what they call that. That's what Mueller tried to point out to us. No, there was no meeting of the minds. Donnie and Putin didn't meet that we know of and decide how to do this. They just fed off of each other. It was apparent they both benefited. They both benefited. Donald Trump and Russia benefited from getting him elected. And now the Ukraine is put on notice, baby. You give me dirt on my political opponent, or gee whiz. It'd be a shame if you didn't have the weapons to protect yourself when Russian troops enter the Ukraine. Is it a quid pro quo for Ukraine or for Putin? Maybe a little bit of both, baby. Maybe he knows he's already got Russia's help. Get me some dirt on Joe Biden because, he's sneaking up there on... What are you going to get on Elizabeth Warren there, Donnie? Huh? What kind of shit are you going to try to make up about Elizabeth Warren? Or any of the other candidates that get up on top, buddy? You get so concerned, he gets so scared. This is a test for the Republican Party, baby. But it is a test of our own republic. Yes, we can keep it, baby. We can keep it. But it's going to take the work of every one of us. Every one of us must come together. And those that don't want to, those that are hanging on to a red hat or a pointed white hood, leave them behind. They're not worth it. They will eventually go back to the rock they crawled out from under. They would go back to their little hideaway in private garages to have their little secret meetings instead of having them out in the Walmart parking lot. This man has done nothing but stoke hate, and dissent, division, racism. It's not the America I grew up in, and it's not the one you grew up in. We are the ones that must save this. We are the ink in the pen that writes this story, baby. I say it all the time. We are the ink. We write the story. It's late, baby. It's late, and I'm very sorry for that. Tomorrow is Blue Dot Thursday. Got to keep track of my days. I had a great time last night on the Blue Dot meeting. Had a great conversation. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I can't wait to get back to our YouTube family. We miss them terribly. We picked up a new Liker community over there on Liker.com. And so we're making an impact over there, and I'm glad of that. So thanks for all the people over there on Liker that have been checking out our videos. We appreciate it very much. And that's about all, baby. I need to slow down and enjoy the rest of my evening and relax a little bit, baby. And that's what I'm going to do. I hope you relax and enjoy your evening also. Like, share, subscribe. John Burdeville, Blue Dot in Texas, baby. This is our country. We fight for it now, or we lose everything. And I'm not ready to lose everything, baby. I'm not ready to lose a damn thing. It's time for the Republicans to eat crow, baby. We got a lot of cleaning up in this country to do. Much, much work to do. Mucho trabajo after we get rid of his ass. But we got to get rid of him first. So that's job number one, baby. Get rid of the asshole that's causing all the destruction. And then the work begins to clean up the mess that it seems to me every Republican president leaves squatted like a pile of crap for the Democrats to have to come in and clean up again. It's a pattern, baby. If you don't believe it, look it up. Google that shit. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. John Burdeville, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Burdeville on Facebook. John Burdeville on Liker. John Burdeville is trying to get all over the place. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. Go by and see the family at John Burdeville Speaks, Blue Dot family. Join the conversation. Find a friend. Be involved, baby. We're fixing to win this. You want to be up there on cheering with the rest of us when we win it. When we watch him burn and crash and hauled off in handcuffs, baby, if we're lucky. I'm getting ready for a shave myself. Anyway, it's about all I got. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all tomorrow at the live edition. And, baby, I love every one of you. Thank you very much, baby. Bye.